Of course, I start recording and then I'm gonna have to sneeze. I can feel it. Are we ready? Are we ready, everyone? Welcome back to the table, everybody. This week, I have a great summer tip, trick, meal plan for you, the people. Salads are kind of getting a bad rap. Y'all kind of make them boring. Not you, as in the person sitting here. Well, maybe. I don't know what you do with your life. I find that when I go out to restaurants or other places that, like maybe it's a little sandwich shop, the salads just aren't bringing the game like they should. Salads can be so versatile. They can be so interesting. And I don't think we are utilizing what's on hand to find the salads that work for us. And I think that's why we're not leaning towards them a lot. And also, they're so easy to meal prep. A lot of people don't believe that. So today, that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to build a salad that works for you and also how to meal prep it so that way you can have a bunch of different salad varieties for the week so that way you're not getting sick of them. They stay nice and fresh, and they're actually going to be so yummy and delicious, okay? That's what we're here for. So let's get into it. Now, before we even bust open that fridge, I wanted to go over the game plan. This is like my 5 base components that you're going to need to make a bomb salad. This is all the components here. And you'll notice it's really easily broken down. Okay, we're going to go through each individual one, some different options, and then how you can store these things. We have bases, protein, crunch, yum, and dressing. These are all the things that I think make a really good salad. Now, your bases are going to be things that are going to make up the sustenance of your salad, really. Like the thing that's going to take up the most room, so to speak. Now, for me, for most people, this is going to be lettuce. Me, I am not a lettuce girly. I feel like there are 2 camps of people in this world. People who want lettuce to have flavor and people who don't. And I'm cool with both of them. I am someone who wants lettuce to have flavor. Lettuce that is just like a vessel for bringing the rest of the things to me, I usually just don't end up eating it. So this is where you need to make a decision that's best for you. For me, the base is probably going to be some type of like cabbage, arugula. Like I like to get that broccoli slaw mix and use that as a base. So something where it's going to pack a lot of nutrients and take up a lot of the brunt work of making the base of the salad. You can use things like kale, any real green that piques your fancy. That is what I would use for the base. Next, you're going to have protein. This is really important because this is going to, I'm calling this protein, but what I really should call it is like your sustenance. The thing that's going to fill you up from the salad, because the lettuce, the base, that's mostly water there, mama. It's not going to fill you up, okay? It's just not. You need to add in a meat, a bean, a grain, a cheese. This is the thing that's going to have the bulk that's actually going to make you feel full. Eggs. We'll go over like ratios and stuff in a minute, okay? Next, we have crunch. Every good salad needs texture. Texture, texture, texture. I'm a texture person, okay? We need a crunch. And you can get really good lettuce that has crunch, baby. That's already a necessity. We need like a, you know what I mean? A nut, a seed, a little crispy bit of bacon, a really nice crispy veggie. Something that's, I love a chip. Add in a chip. I love a chip in a salad. Something that adds a true bitey crunch. We need that. A crouton. Y'all love a crouton. Let's put it in the salad, okay? And then finally we have what I call the yum. To me, the yum is like the add-in extras that are going to make things taste good, right? This is our our vegetables, like our maybe our little bit weird add-ins. If you want something a little off the beaten path, maybe it's a fruit. If you're into that kind of salad, maybe it's a pickle. If you're me, this is the thing that's going to keep you eating the salad, right? The thing that makes you eat it and go, that's what the yums are. And then you have your dressing, right? So dressing is kind of the seasoning to a salad. You can always add salt and pepper on a salad, but really your dressing is the thing that's going to pull our whole show together. I would say dressing is probably the most important component, because a lot of times you can get a lot of people to chow down on some veg if you put some good dressing on it. And that's the key here. It also will bring everything together. And that's why we need all these components, right? Salad, you're going to want more of the salad if you have all these components that work for you. We know our game plan now. I'm going to show you 2 different options of salads that I can make just here in my house right now. We haven't gotten groceries in like a week and a half. We are running off of leftovers. We went to the farmer's market over the weekend, so don't get it twisted. But like a true grocery list, we are not going off of that. So I'm going to show you some options of how you can pull stuff from your fridge to make good salads, how you can store them for meal prep, right? We have these for quick dinners, for a nice healthy lunch for work. Awesome. Good options. Now let's get some food out. There's probably more options than this actually in my fridge, but I just pulled out some things. Always, I have my tomatoes on here. Don't get it twisted. Don't keep your tomatoes in the fridge. PSA. Don't keep them in the fridge. That's what makes them gross. So this is kind of a hodgepodge of fresh veggies, leftover veggies. Obviously, the main thing I want to show you, these are some of our base options, okay? I know I said I'm not a huge lettuce person. I'll tolerate a good romaine, a butter leaf lettuce, something like that, but it has to have a good crunch to it. It's got to have, you know what I'm talking about. So these are 2 options that I just had. We'll go through those. Another thing I have is I have this big container of pasta. I made a big pasta dish that I had a bunch of leftovers that didn't fit into the pan. So I just kept the plain dry pasta. It's cooked, but I left it like this because I knew I had no time to do anything with it in the moment. And I knew if I left it like this, it kind of gave me a lot of options, whether I just wanted to have like a quick pasta for lunch, because I have pesto and red sauce in my refrigerator. I knew it would also give me an option for if I wanted to make like a quick pasta salad, keep it cold. I had that. So always good to keep on hand. But the other way that you can really zhuzh this up, rather than just doing like a traditional pasta salad, which by the way, my summer garden salad linked on my Substack, popping off this summer, okay? Ain't nothing like it. The people are loving it. You should try it. But pasta is a great add-in to also give you that full feeling from a salad. Then, these are some leftovers from a couple different things. This, also, do you love, if y'all don't buy so many of these deli containers, I don't know what you're doing. They're the best thing. This is esquites. It's like a elote corn little salad mixture. This is just a leftovers from like a taco night type thing in our house. Great to add on. These are party leftovers from Father's Day barbecue. I've got a whole heap in a whole container of deviled eggs here. Not a bad option. Also, pro tip, if you have leftover deviled eggs, cut them up with a knife. That's egg salad. I don't make the rules. That's egg salad. That's exactly what egg salad is. Boom. Put it on a sandwich. I don't make the rules. I meal prep some type of meat every single week, either in the crock pot or in the Instant Pot. And this week it is pork. So this is just kind of seasoned pork. I usually season it with some type of citrus juice, soy sauce, and a sweetener. Keep it nice and balanced. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. That's usually the seasoning for this, so it's nice and neutral, so you can take it a lot of different directions. Protein. Then for some veg, this is just dill. If you've never been here before, dill is my lifeline. When it's in season, she's always on hand, okay? My favorite herb on the planet. I also got these gorgeous snap peas over the weekend at the farmer's market. They are beautiful, and I love a raw snap pea. Blanched, beautiful. Raw, I'll just eat them like that, literally dip them in ranch. Great for a salad. Then we have carrots. I got some onions, cukes, tomatoes. We have veg, right? So you can take these in a lot of different directions. You may be sitting here like, no, Clarissa, I don't understand what the hell you're doing, okay? That's what I'm here for, Pook. Stay with me. Stay with me now, okay? We can take all this and make two completely different salads for the week that are going to be fulfilling, delicious, and they're going to keep, okay? So we can prep these ahead of time. If we wanted to, there's a viral carrot ribbon salad that was on TikTok. You could peel up these carrots and add that to your base to add some more sustenance if you wanted to do that as well. But based off of what I'm seeing here, I think what I want to do is one kind of take on a taco salad that's a little bit more veg packed and also has, some zhuzh to it. Then the other one, I kind of just want to show you a good protein packed take on what I would just call like a like a cobb salad. Like a take on like in between of a garden and a cobb salad. I don't have any bacon or anything like that, but the deviled eggs to me are screaming cobb salad. And Dill makes homemade ranch. My raunchy ranch recipe, we make that all the time here. I almost always have it on hand. I can put that on any veg and I will absolutely devour it like it's nobody's business. Ranch girl through and through. That way I can show you how maybe you can add in some of these other things to zhuzh it up in a different way, and then we'll go from there, okay? Building out crazy salads is the best, and we've got a lot of opportunity here. Okay, let's get into it. So many good options. Ugh. Okay, full counter. We just gotta get these out of the way. I know a lot of people say to do stuff with these. I don't know what to do with them quite yet. The way I like to make salads is in these deli containers. I think if delis got into selling salads in deli containers, that would be the move. I know a lot of people meal prep salads in jars. I don't really understand the motivation behind that. One, because I don't really think the mouth is big enough. And for this, a standard fork easily reaches the bottom, right? We've got plenty of room to dig around in here, as you should when you're eating a salad. You gotta mix it all up, get it in there. And you need a big enough salad. Like this, we're gonna pack it, and this is gonna have enough sustenance to actually make you full, right? That's the goal. And we want layers of things that are good and exciting. You don't want to put all the lettuce at the bottom, because if we're going to pack it really full, then we're not going to be able to get everything nice and incorporated. No one's going to be happy. If we're prepping our salad in a container, the main thing that we want to be concerned about is making sure this can sit in the fridge for a couple days, right? Don't be meal prepping a salad on a Sunday and eat it on Friday. That, in no world is that going to work. You meal prep this on a Sunday, you got to eat it by like Wednesday. Take one Monday, take one Wednesday. If you push it to Thursday, that's on you. It's probably still good by Thursday, but that's on you. That's on you. I would just do this in little layers, right? And that requires us to have our veg prepped. The other thing that you want to be wary of is how much liquid gets in here. Sometimes what may be more appealing for a salad isn't actually going to function very well for the salad. So like for cherry tomatoes, right? I think especially these ones, these are pretty large. If you cut them, it's going to add more liquid over the lettuce. If you don't cut them, the salad will last longer, but you're just going to have to be eating big cherry tomatoes. Personally, I think it's worth it for you to just leave them whole. Plop a couple in there. I'm also going to do some onion. This one is our taco-esque salad. And again, you don't have to put any of this in here that you don't like. It's your world. I'm just living in it. I really like raw onion. So we're putting some of her in, okay? I'm lacking on like a cheddar cheese, but I do have these little mozzarella balls, and I want some type of cheese in here. And I think these will be good, like having the little ball-esque texture. I think that'll be nice. I'm also going to add in a little bit of meat in each layer. And right now, I'm not doing anything crazy, right? We're about a third of the way up the container. So now I'm just going to repeat. I'm probably going to do 2 layers because I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the top. We're going to do some more tomatoes. I like tomatoes, so she's getting a lot. Pack her in there. More onions. Here's what I'm doing to keep that liquid separated from the lettuce. This is going to be the thing that will save your salad for days and days and days. I put the lettuce in this next layer down, and we have things that can absorb some liquid up top, like the meat, like these little cheese balls. They will do just fine. They can take a little more zhuzh. What I'm going to do is add some of my elote salad right on the top here. So that way it'll stay up here. I'm not packing it to the ceiling, so I have room once I open this to actually mix it. This will add in some nice flavor for us, a little bit of spice, and that'll sit on top. Now this is what I would keep in the fridge, just like this. You can see the corn on top, our nice little layers. This is the prepped salad. No dressing. Do not put the dressing in the salad. Please don't do that. For your dressing, you will keep that on the side. You will put it in a little container and you will add it on when you're ready to eat it. If you're like me, you'll put it in some type of jar and just pack the whole jar with it. I'm not dealing with a tiny container. Even if it's a store-bought container, I'm just taking the whole dressing container. Why waste another dish? I'll just bring it back and forth. It's totally fine. If you're the type of person like my mother who likes to do a tiny little dressing Tupperware, pop off, queen. Live your life. I love that for you. Ooh, you know what else I want to add? We don't have, I mean, we have corn, which has a good crunch. But we're going to add in one other thing that's a good crunch. We have chippies. Put some chippies in this thing. You could also bring these along. I know I won't do that. Chippies. Oh yeah. Now it's a little too full. This was too late of an add-on. That's good. It needs chippies. It's a taco salad. It needs that, and it also needs salsa. That's what I was going to say. So for my dressing, what I would probably do is put salsa on top of this whole thing, and then probably add some other type of, if I had an avocado, I would probably just do salsa and mushed up avocado and call that a day. I don't really need extra dressing on top of that for that to function for me. The other thing that I would recommend for a taco salad that I think a lot of people don't do is spicy ranch. Hear me out. I know the flavor profile doesn't work super well, but it does. And if you put salsa in it, and then you put spicy ranch on it, girl, I'm telling you, it's so good. It's so good. If I make a big container of my regular raunchy ranch, then if I want it for this, I can either just add salsa and the ranch. I can also take this out and just add hot sauce to it, which I would probably do sriracha, not buffalo. We have so many options, but we can decide whenever we're ready. And that'll be good for a couple days, right? I love that. Now, before we make the next salad, let's make some ranch. I'm just going to toss that together real quick. I'll link the recipe in the video description. So if you want to make it at home, totally can. Honestly, every time I make it, it's a little bit different. You know how it is here. We go with the flow. This is her. Now this consistency, like this thicker consistency, this is what I like for like a dippin' ranch. Like if you're gonna just eat it, like if I was just gonna eat it with these snap peas, that's where it hits. For a salad, I like it to be a little bit more watery. If I have buttermilk on hand, I will thin it out with buttermilk. That makes more like a true ranch. If not, I just thin it out with water. And I just add it basically to the point where when I drop it with the spoon, it more runs, so that way I know that it's going to nicely spread out over my salad. So now we have something that drips. And that's what we're looking for salad ranch specifically. Can I do this straight from the bowl? This is brave. Is it not? No, this is not going to work. We're going measuring cup. I'll also link these dressing bottles in the video description. I use these for everything, for juice, coffee. They also come, if you do meal prep services with me, I just give them to you. So that way we know what we're working with. She got a little messy. what we were trying to avoid kind of became our reality. The last thing I'm going to show you with these salads is how you can take this and do it a bunch of different ways. So we have this. I'm going to show you how I would prep a salad, also just in a bowl. And this is truly like a junk salad, like a salad of all the things that I would like in a salad that you can sort of take from this and build choose your own adventure type thing. Same thing, we could just put all of this into a container and do you hear that crunch? Listen. Oh yeah, that's good lettuce. You could just put all of this into the container. Just be mindful of what we talked about in the first part. Keeping liquid out, all that good stuff. Maybe you got some time on your hands during the week and you don't want to meal prep it. You just want to make some better salads. This is what you're going to do, okay? This is a salad I would have. We're going to throw in a good amount of pasta. And you're going to look at this salad and go, Clarissa, there's like no lettuce in that. And I'm going to say, you're right. I don't like lettuce. And this is my show. You know, I think someone should really study like the habits of people's drawers and how they put things in them. I think that would be a very interesting topic. Because mine, I'd love to know why they're like that. Hang on. If you're going to do carrot ribbons, get all the yuckies off of them first. I love carrots, and eating them in like this ribbon form, it just hits for me. It's a really good salad base. What are all the girlies saying? Eat your skincare. When it gets to this sad, skinny point, I just keep those and cut them into little matchsticks to snack on. But I think that's plenty of carrots in there. I already love this color combo we got going on. I'm big on color in a salad too. I usually love getting multicolored tomatoes as well. Just adds more visual interest. And if your salad is visually interesting, a lot of the time you're gonna want to actually eat it more, you know? I love these little mini cukes. I think they're just so easy to munch on. We're getting there. We're getting there faux show. Don't need cheese. I'm not putting cheese in this. This is a veg heavy salad. We're going to do some snap peas. I just trim the ends off. And then if you want, you can snap them. I like when you snap them. You can even just do this. If you snap them, sometimes I like to pull those little edges off. But sometimes I like when the little beans fall out. I think that's a nice little touch. Like that fat one. Oh, so good. Look how pretty we're already looking. Gorgeous. And this is just veg. Now I get some people would be happy with just this. And love that for you. Not for me. It's gotta have layers. Interest. Onions. Now, for this salad, for the other one, I liked it chopped. This one, I want a slice. Like a weird edge slice like that. Kind of spread out. That's what we're going for here. Little different of a vibe. Also helps me even out this onion a little bit. Sometimes I find that that's just easier to pick up in a salad. And then don't do a ton of raw onion. We've got our veg built up. We have our base. We have a lot of our yum in here. We're going to do protein. I'm going to put some of the pork on here. Again, it's very neutral in flavor. Just make sure it's kind of bite-sized. It covers up the pretty veg, but we'll mix it around. Don't worry. Don't worry. Everything will have their moment. Don't forget, there's pasta in here too, okay? We're layers on layers on layers in here. What we don't have yet is a crunch. I mean, we kind of do with our snap peas, but I want something more fun. So for my crunch on this one, Mama, if you're sleeping on the Cape Cod chips, I don't know what you're doing. And this is like kind of the bottom of the bag, so it works out really well. Just the little bits and bobs. The sweet and spicy jalapeno. Girl, don't play. Don't even play. Anything else I'm gonna add on? Just a few. Just a few. If I had pickled red onions, I'd rather put that in here. But we're just gonna do a few of my homemade pickles, which I'm gonna have to restock soon, honestly. This adds acidity. This is like the yum for me. Like, this is a crazy looking salad, but it will be the best salad. I will eat this whole thing. It will be delicious. And you know what else we're putting on here? 2 deviled eggs. Why? Why not? Boom. Some ranch dressing. Now, before I put this on, I'm just going to quickly recap. If you were making a salad for work like this, everything would be fine as is. Chips on top, and then on top of that, I would put the deviled eggs closest to the lid. Everything else has like no moisture, so you're going to be fine. Just stack it however you want in here. Chips, deviled eggs. Bring dressing. And Mama, that is the salad. See how much nicer that pours since we put some water in it? This is the most fun, delicious, intriguing salad. This is what you want. I would sit by the pool and absolutely crush this. Is this a Cobb salad? No, I think it's kind of like a picnic salad. Clark's picnic salad. The cookout salad, if you will. And there you have it, people. I really hope this kind of opens your horizons to the different ways that you can enjoy salads, because I love to put kimchi and rice in salads and do kind of like a Asian take on a salad with like the carrot ribbons as the base, and you can add in a little bit of lettuce. Take it wherever you want and create something really new and interesting that works for you. And eat your veggies, get all them good nutrients in, keep feeding your bodies and loving on them. So thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you at the table next time. Bye!